Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're exploring something really fundamental. How current events, the constant flow of news, shapes our identity as citizens.
Mhm.
We're digging into an article from roamingaround.com. It's titled How Current Events Shape Our Identity as
Mhm.
Citizens by Allison Rowe 569 at gmail.com, just published May 1st, 2025.
Right.
And our mission today really is to unpack the main ways these events influence our viewpoints, our values, and how we actually engage with our community.
Exactly. It's crucial to see that the information swirling around us daily, the news, the social media chatter, it isn't just, passive stuff. It actively molds who we are in society.
Okay, so first up, the article really emphasizes just how, significant current events are in this whole identity shaping process. It's not just about passively knowing things, is it?
Not at all. What really jumps out is how our engagement matters. Reading the news, yes, but also scrolling feeds, talking to neighbors, friends, all that directly feeds into how we form opinions.
Ah, so it's the interaction with the information.
Precisely. It becomes the bedrock for how we understand the world and kind of figure out our place in it.
And it follows then that these opinions directly color our perspectives, our values. The lens we use changes based on what's happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And think about it. If you're constantly exposed to certain narratives or types of events, you can really cement your core beliefs
Mm.
or sometimes challenge them completely.
Right, cause you to rethink things.
Yeah. And that inevitably affects our relationships, doesn't it? Especially with people who might see things differently.
That leads nicely into the next point. The article raises civic responsibility. This bit really struck me, the idea that knowing what's going on creates a sense of, duty. How does that work exactly?
It's fascinating. The core idea is that staying informed isn't just academic. It cultivates this feeling of civic duty, of being part of something bigger.
Okay.
And the article links this awareness directly to participation. If you know what the issues are, you're frankly more likely to get involved voting, sure, but also volunteering, maybe joining local debates.
Yeah, showing up. It mentions this concept of a shared identity, which I find quite powerful. Like we're building something together through our collective experience of these events.
That's a great way to put it. Our shared values, our goals, they often emerge from how we collectively react to things.
Like elections or major social movements.
Exactly. Or even environmental crises.
Mm.
How a community responds that really defines its character, its beliefs, and how its members act as citizens.
These responses, whether unified or divisive.
They sculpt that shared identity over time. They become chapters in our community's story.
Okay, moving on. The article doesn't just stop at awareness, it really highlights the role of dialogue. So just taking it all in isn't the full picture.
Not even close. This is a really critical point. Talking about current issues with other people, that's where a lot of the magic happens, especially with people who don't see eye to eye with you.
Why especially them? Because it challenges you.
Precisely. It pushes you to examine your own assumptions. It can be uncomfortable, sure, but it's vital for, personal growth and deepening your understanding.
Like a stress test for your own views. And in our world today, so connected and globalized, understanding different viewpoints feels less like a bonus and more like a necessity.
Couldn't agree more. It builds empathy, cultural awareness. It's essential.
So these conversations aren't just debates to win.
No, no. They're about refining how we see the world and our own role within it. It just reinforces this whole idea that our citizen identities aren't static. They're constantly being shaped, reshaped by the events we navigate together and how we talk about them.
So if we boil it down, the key takeaway seems to be that who we are as citizens is, deeply tangled up with current events, not just the events themselves, but how we engage with them, and crucially, with each other about them.
That captures it perfectly. It's a dynamic, ongoing process. Our understanding of ourselves as citizens is constantly being nudged and shaped by the world and our interactions.
Okay, so here's a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. Can you pinpoint one single current event in your lifetime that really shifted how you see yourself as a citizen? Think about how that event shaped you and maybe how talking about it with others changed your perspective even further.
It's a really powerful reflection exercise. Definitely something worth considering.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.